Hey, this is Big Papa Pump Scott's Diner.
Yes, it is me, Gerald the Poupée.
Hey, this is Joe Gatto.
Well, hello there. It's me, Harold the Puppet.
This is Eric Young.
This is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Ardano, and you are listening to Shootin' Poop.
The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Johners Podcasting Network proudly presents, on most days, the most fantastic, radical, out there, crazy, original, shooting shit podcast of all time. Of course, you know your three hosts, the premier Joey K, the 5-star trivia machine DDJ, myself, Giovanni Tuhati. This is episode number 56. Guys, we got a lot to cover tonight. Let's go.
Let's go. By the way, goddamn, why do I have to have the shitty football team in this group? Yeah, I felt. All right, so first off, Joey K, I totally apologize for cutting you off.
Cut me off like the asshole that you are. And you know what? I was actually going to say something nice, but fuck that. I was going to say I felt bad in the group chat, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything bad about the Bears. But now you just cut me off, so fuck all that noise. Your Bears are absolute dog shit, sir. The drizzling shits of the NFC.
Oh, that hurts.
I mean,
you're not
maybe only, maybe only slightly ahead of the commies down in Washington, but I mean that's a very slightly ahead. I would take a broken in half Baker Mayfield in Carolina over your Chicago Bears.
Oh my god, that hurts so bad.
I do one little teeny bit thing, and then Joey goes full asshole.
No,
on me, man.
I was going to say
thanks for inviting me to that, DGG. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
you're letting your guy piss all over Chicago, bro. That's
dude.
Bad enough. Is it bad enough that one got fired and the Bears suck? Okay. The Cubs aren't in the playoffs. You're a Sox fan. What's first?
It's even worse. He's a Sox fan.
First off, you know what? I for those of you who are, well, Sean, you shouldn't be shocked by the behavior of Joey K. And this is, you claim you're one of our biggest supporters of the show, so you should have expected this.
What's so funny is when you look at the opening of this thing, Joey K looks like an accountant. And then when he does the show, he looks like somebody I used to break weed up with back in the 90s.
Dude, hey,
I want you to know, Joe, I want you to know that I support the Second Amendment too, and I believe you have the right to bear arms. But you might want to do some curls or something, big dog.
Hey, Sean, we gotta have a gun show.
Weed reference. Well, I'm sorry. What was that?
So, Sean, we gotta have a gun show between Joey K and Jerry one of these days. My cousin Jerry.
Which Jerry though? Skinny Jerry or Fat Jerry? Because if Fat Jerry's arms get pretty big, skinny Jerry not so much. But it bounces around.
We'll just meet in the middle.
You're gonna look good all the time, for real.
Yeah. So, So you guys are watching.
I've never lost to a man named Jerry, so I'm feeling confident.
Oh, you'll lose to a man named Jerry this weekend, damn it.
Oh, you motherfucker. I should have known. I taught you softball.
Dude.
You son of a bitch.
Okay.
All right,
Knocked it out there like the Braves.
Hey, so
Oh,
Giovanni,
my
why
God.
don't you know
Fuck
what?
this.
I know you like to take the lead on a lot of the things and stuff, but I want to take a minute here to introduce the shooters to our very special guest, my good friend Sean. Sean, thanks for coming on with us, man. And
Thanks
I'm
for having
sorry,
me, guys. Big fan of the show. I've been pumping you guys up as hard as I can in my groups and getting the word out. I love what you guys are doing every week, and just I'm glad to be here, man. So thanks for having me.
Well, Sean, you're my guy.
Appreciate
So
you, man.
yeah,
Appreciate it. It's all
we
12 of our listeners are coming from Sean, man. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Joey K's mom, Dennis's wife, my mom, Sean's friends.
Yeah.
We got it covered.
We got it covered, man. We're slowly taking over.
Called an organic build.
Yeah, there you
things
go.
at a time.
Organic.
We're a homegrown talent.
All right, Jovan, so what are we starting off with today?
You know what? I was going to start with the WWE today, but we did WWE for a long-ass time last week. So let's start
Probably
with
the most
New
we've ever
Japan.
spent on a WWE topic.
Well,
Probably ever.
look.
Yeah.
Things
But it
are
was rightfully
changing.
so.
Things are changing.
Outside of Mania, that was the longest we've ever spoken about WWE in one episode.
That's true. Mania was like a 2-episode shindig.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you guys really haven't had anything to talk about.
That's true.
Positive.
Very true.
Plenty of
fucking
negative,
true.
nothing positive. So
Let's keep the positives rolling. Let's go to New Japan real quick and talk about this new title. New Japan out there apparently has got themselves a new TV deal with a TV provider that I'm not going to attempt to say the name of because I'll butcher it even though it looks simple.
Asahi or something like that.
I apologize to all of our Japanese fans that DDJ just offended. But
there's got to be one in the 12,
NJPW.
at least.
That's the first time I'm probably
Gotta be
going to
one.
offend somebody tonight.
DDJ, it's okay. We love you. We know that you didn't mean to say the swear word in Japanese. Anyway, NJPW is introducing a TV title. The rules for this belt, I personally love. It's a 15-minute strict match. This is their all-action title, man. They want this thing to be hot and heavy when these matches are going. The field for the belt has already been released. I'll get that in a minute once you guys start kind of giving your thoughts on this new belt. The design, looks a little ugly.
You guys ever watch? Any of you guys watch that '70s show?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I've been actually watching.
Grew up
it.
in the
It's on
'70s, so yeah, I relate.
It's on Peacock, so I've been kind of binge watching it and stuff. And I remember, reminds me of the one episode where Donna bought Eric that man ring, and it was like a big square ring. That's like, as soon as I saw that belt, that was the thing I thought of. I thought of Eric Foreman's man ring.
That's funny.
I mean,
I
they
haven't
got
seen
so
the
many
belt. Is
beautiful-
it that bad? Is it bad? Is it like
we
Jeff
have a
Hardy
picture?
Impact bad? That one.
I don't know. I don't want to say it's that bad.
I mean, that was pretty bad.
Dennis, see if you could pull a photo up real quick. I'll go off the roster for this match.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and talk. I'll see if I can find a photo.
In this tournament for this belt, the matchups are as follows: the Great Okan going against Toru Yano, Tomohiro Ishii going against Ren Narita, Kenta going against Hiroki Goto, Tai Chi against Sonata, Evil going against Aaron Henare, Jeff Cobb going against Yoshi Hashi, Zack Saber Jr. going against Alex Zane, Yoshimanobu Kanarimaru, that one, going against Fit Finley
And
Son.
you was worried I offended them with my, trying to pronounce that TV company. You probably just butchered that way words.
You know what? That's fine. It wasn't meant to be. That's the only one I had issues with. Fucking Inomu or whatever the fuck. Going against Fit Finley's son, David Finley. Those are all your first round matchups. Single elimination, 15-minute matches all the way up to the title, which looks like...
I've got it. Keep going. I'm actually getting ready to upload it now. I should have it here in a few seconds.
Yeah, vamp a little bit for him here.
Which looks like this ugly, godforsaken belt buckle that you would see in Dallas, Texas, just
All right,
walking
you guys
around
ready?
the
I
fair.
got it.
Here it
You
is.
can buy it like Cracker Barrel or some shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh,
Look
good
at
Lord.
that pile of shit.
That looks like a Mr. T startup kit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the drizzling shits of belts.
Wow.
I disagree with any title that has a .com on it. I can't. You can't fucking do it.
Well, at least they're very aware of the fact they don't have an actual TV brand. It's a web streaming service for the
But I
same.
think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they say that the matches were going to be featured on New Japan World exclusively or whatever?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, that's probably that's that. But yeah,
That's
I'm
when
not wa-
somebody takes Tony Khan's idea of a TBS belt to the next level.
And I don't even like that because, like at some point you're like, yeah, I'm the champion, but I have a fucking cable network logo on my title.
Yeah,
that's your issue with that belt.
I've always had a problem with it. Like TNT, you can kind of get away with because
it's Dynamite.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
I get that. I get it. It's a little alliteration. But goddamn, the TBS title you can't really do anything with. I mean,
we're not going to state the fact that it looks like the Hose Championship.
Well, that and the fact that she's come up with that shitty catchphrase to go with it, that bitch show. I mean, that. Every time I hear that dribble, it just makes me realize how bad she really is and how much work she still needs to do.
Why is she getting the Goldberg push? Jesus.
At least
she's
when
6
Goldberg
foot
got
and she's attractive and she's athletic, man. But she's
that's an athletic man.
That's a different show. That's a different show.
That athleticism only goes so far, though. Because look at her matches.
Completely. Yeah.
Look at her matches. Even again, like no matter who she's in against, those matches are the shits.
Dude, she was in there with Athena.
She's kind of like Cena, man. She's got the 5 moves of death. You know
God help us when that bicycle kick doesn't land.
She's got all that
terrible.
little stuff that she's trying to do to be cool, like licking her hand when she.
who are you kidding? You know that turns you on.
The brother, I don't mess with chicks that are taller, bigger, and stronger than me. I can't. I have to be the man. I have to do that. Yeah, I can't. If she can whoop my ass, she ain't allowed in the house.
Oh, bro, you don't know what you
can't do that.
Well, hey,
that's why my wife is a 5-foot Mexican girl.
But she can still whoop your ass, though.
Yeah, that's true. But I'll let her whoop my ass. That's different. I'm letting her whoop my ass,
bro. If she's Mexican, she's gonna whoop your ass whether you let her or not. Like you might not let her.
No, is she attractive? Yes. Is she talented? She's athletic. Yes. Is she a worker? No.
No, absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
You won't be.
Is she the reiteration of Michael Mungo? Yes.
Yeah. Well, everybody says like Joey
Hey, watch yourself there.
Hey, he's still in good health. I can still take shots.
That she's getting the Goldberg push, but she kind of reminds me more of Lex Luger, man. I mean, he wasn't. He was the
total package.
As the total package, the star and all that, but we all know that he wasn't shit for 5 years. It took him 5 years and 2 years of running straight with Arn and Tully and Rick before he became anything. And he still never reached
straight
potential.
alcohol.
Well, alcohol, pills, whatever it was.
Pills.
But
yeah, because look no further than when he went to the WWF. When he was the man on his own, and he absolutely failed.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that she ain't good, and there isn't a chance for her to be great there, but it's just not like undefeated in a title.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can't learn when you have a title belt and you're featured on national television. That's
when
not
that
the
bitch
time
show
to learn.
is your show.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, back to NJPW. Who do we think early front runners for this ugly ass belt?
I'm gonna pull up a bracket here just so we can
crunch some numbers for me, DJ.
Crunch them numbers. You're gonna start to see the smoke come out.
Leroy Jenkins.
Wow. Fucking love Leroy.
I love you, brother. You're all right. Keep it up. It's okay. Don't let them pick on you.
All right, so I'm pulling up the bracket.
got you. Okay.
All right, I got the brackets here ready to go.
All right.
So,
All right. Let's see.
I'm looking at this list, and I kind of want to see someone that like really, because I feel like this has got to feature like a talent that's not really like established or anything. I'm gonna go with a real dark horse, and I'm probably just like totally reaching. I'm gonna go with Ren Narita.
Oh yeah, you're definitely reaching.
I just feel like something like this where, like, he's, been on excursion, he was one of the, the young boys or whatever, like which, like we see with, Clark Connors, who had a hell of a showing at Forbidden Door. And then I got to see Yuya Uemura in action on Sunday and stuff. But I feel like it's got to go to someone that's kind of, needing to establish themselves. So that's why I'm probably, like I said, it's probably the longest shot in the field, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going Ren Narita.
Man, I lean a different way on this title because I feel the nature of this title, it's definitely going to a foreigner. I feel like this is a featured title for a guy probably. I mean, there's some names in here that I'm like that probably should win. Like you got Kenta in here. That's a guy who should have a title. But really, I'm gonna go with my man on this, Jeff Cobb.
Was initially when I first saw this bracket, he was kind of the first one saying, "Oh, I would love to see him."
Perfect title for a guy like Cobb. They put it on, a non-Japanese star, still kind of making his way in New Japan. Even granted, he's been IWGP Tag Team Champ with Great Okan, but it's a good single title for him. I think Cobb.
Okay,
solid right there.
Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, Sean, what do you got?
At first I was gonna say Kenta, but I actually think he is kind of an established star, world known and whatever. But I would say maybe Zack Saber Jr. I'm kind of going with what Joey K is saying. I feel like it's going to be somebody that is not, Japan, and nobody from Japan. So, I mean, I could see it being David Finlay too, giving him props because with the name recognition and stuff like that. But Zack Saber Jr., I feel like it's on the verge of like a breakout. But seeing him actually do, something over there. I mean, he's established. He's a star. I mean, he's, in my opinion, a great worker. And he's kind of at that age where it's time to either shit or get off the pot. So let's do something with him. I mean, the guy's 35 now, I think, or whatever. I mean, he's been in the game for a while. I could see him carrying that and helping establish younger talent later on too.
Good pick, Joe. All right, Hot One, close us out. Who are you picking?
All right, man. So looking at the field, I'm taking out our fan service picks. So no Ishii, no Goto, no Taichi, no Kenta, no Yano, and no Hashi. So those are automatic outs. The next step is whenever they pair tag teams in tournaments, nobody in the tag team ever wins. You have one that makes the good breakaway, but nobody, they're not going to make one look stronger than his tag team partner. Okan and Jeff Cobb are out. Now we get to the nitty gritty. I have long professed my hatred for Evil. On that basis, Evil is out. Just for those of y'all who remember, who were long-time listeners, Evil looks like my baby mama with the freaking makeup and everything. 100%
Jesus
Evil.
Fucking Christ.
Hey, they're not all winners, Joey K. They're not all winners. I never said she was the current. She was the baby mama, just the one that unfortunately, 5 seconds too late. Anyway.
5 seconds too late.
Oh
oh shit!
I fucking quit.
So-
You broke the premiere, Jovan.
That's hard to do.
Oh, that was good.
That may be a first on this show.
So looking at who we have left, right? For me, I'm feeling Sonata because he got the title taken away from him when he was injured. Think they still want to kind of try to make it up to him and let him show he's a main eventer. Along those same lines, Kenta has not really gotten the shine since going back to NJPW. Yes, he had his Bullet Club run, but there's not really been anything that you could pinpoint and say, you know, this has been Kenta's defining moment there. He hasn't really had it besides trying to call out Moxley when that went sideways. Give me Sonata.
Okay. All right. So everybody's got a different pick.
I mean, I think realistically, any one of those picks really works.
Oh yeah,
like all four of these picks actually like work for this title and the nature of what this title is.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and honestly, the best part about it is some of the matches. I mean, Alex Zane versus Zack Saber Jr. I mean, that's a shame. That's a first round match, but that's going to be a great match. Jesus.
Oh yeah,
that's the problem with these tournaments too. Like usually, the best matches are not the ones that are actually for the belt.
Yep.
And my only issue with any television title is that you have to fucking defend it on television.
Yeah.
And so many times that when we have television titles since forever, you know, when Dusty was the NWA television champion, he wrestled every Saturday night.
Yep.
That's how you build it up, and that's the whole point of it. So
yeah, that's how they used to do the Intercontinental Championship. That's how it got known to be the working man's title.
Exactly. Well, and all those guys, most of them went on to, you know, win. I mean, you got a couple players in there like,
a lot of times that you had that IC title. You were main eventing the show that Hogan wasn't on.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, you were the best wrestler on the card usually.
Mm. Yeah.
You know, because Hogan was doing 8-minute matches, 20-minute poses, and well, no, I mean it's true.
Not wrong.
I mean, what he did for the business and what he did in the business, yes, phenomenal, great, whatever. But was he a worker?
No. Well, pick your
poison. He wasn't given the opportunity, but we'll save that for another time.
Oh God! If we have a Hogan episode,
if you real quick,
y'all can just feel free not to invite me on that one because I would be negative as a motherfucker. I'm telling you right now, I ain't got shit good to say about that bitch.
If you go watch some of this stuff that's on New Japan World, completely different wrestler over there in Japan because they let him work. So, but okay, Jovan, what are we moving on to now?
It's a pick your poison. You guys want to hit back to the WWE, or do y'all want to transition to AEW?
Sean, what say you? You're our guest.
Oh, dude, don't think I honestly I can go either way. So let's do WWE.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
All right. WWE.
After I turned her around, that's what she said.
Wow.
Joey Cage just having a field day tonight. WWE. Let's talk about these returns and rumors, man. If you watched Monday night, you got to see a couple of familiar faces. Of course, we already hit the Bray Wyatt. And there's a lot of more people out there rumored to come back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we thinking on all these returns? Who were you excited to see the most outside of Bray Wyatt? Because, you know, of course, we've already went there. Who do you expect to see next, and which rumor are you buying a bit more right now?
For me, it like I've seen a lot of the guys that I was sad to see get let go back when they had the massive layoffs during COVID and, you know, the great firing sprees of 2020 and 2021.
The great firing spree.
Pretty much is what it was.
More like the purge, wasn't it?
I think for me, like in terms of who's still kind of out there that's rumored, I don't know if there's really anybody like I think at this point, and I think it's because we've gotten so many in such a short period of time. I think I'm actually kind of good with the returns that we got. Like, because I think it's going to get to a point where, like, it was going around, like, people were saying Tony Khan was signing all these, guys just to sign them. And, when Vince was signing guys to keep them from going to AEW, whatever, I kind of almost feel like it's getting to that point because it's like, okay, he's sweeping up all, but like, really, he's gotten everybody. I think the return, not including Bray Wyatt, I think the one that I've actually been digging the most, and this was something that if you were watching, I know Jovan caught the, our friends at Buckle Bomb Entertainment with their Ring Around the Jabroni show, of which, I did win the season 1 championship, represented the show, and I did us proud.
I'm so happy after I got screwed that you were able to pull it out, man. I freaking love it.
And not 5 seconds too late either.
No.
God.
But to me, honestly, I think the return I've enjoyed the most, and again, this may be a little bit out there and shock you guys, but I've honestly really liked what they've done with Dexter Lumis since he's been back.
Here we fucking go.
See, I knew it.
Yeah, you knew it. That guy's the fucking shits, man. Like, he's the shits. He's still the shits. He's never not going to be the fucking shits.
You just don't understand, Joey K.
I don't understand the big, tall goof that doesn't say anything, that's supposedly like a serial killer, but then he doesn't do anything. And the guy that he kidnaps just shows up next week like nothing fucking happened. That's some bullshit.
Well, you know what? That is my take.
Anybody choking out the Miz weekly. If that happens every week, I will continue to watch just to see that dude get choked out again and again and again and again.
But that's the one. And the one thing, obviously, we got the return of the Good Brothers this week, and there's kind of some confusion as to what's going on with the open weight title because we just got done talking a little New Japan.
No confusion. Good Brothers have signed contracts throughout Wrestle Kingdom, so they have to fulfill their obligations with NJPW until Wrestle Kingdom. Then they are clear of that.
Yeah, so which is good on Triple H for letting them out and finish out their contracts and stuff. But
which honestly, that tells you everything you need to know about the regime change in WWE.
Absolutely,
because that is unfucking heard of.
Yeah.
That WWE would allow that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how many guys have come to WWE and it's basically like, you're here. You can't do shit anywhere.
Yeah.
So good on Triple H.
And not only that, but we're going to change your name and everything you did before this never happened.
Exactly. Like,
you've never been champion before anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. It's such a different vibe there with it. That was amazing to me, honestly. Out of everything, that news was more amazing to hear.
All right.
So you guys, which returns have you guys enjoyed the most?
We were just talking about this pre-show. I really love what they're doing with Johnny Wrestling right now. I think I loved him in NXT. The guy can go, like he can legit go. Yes, he's only 160 pounds. And I get that, but if that guy could have a match with a broom and everybody would watch. I mean, he's that good. I like that they're doing something with him. I like that they brought Candace back and she's getting in the mix and actually getting a shot. I mean, if here in the Chicago area, we seen her work indies for 3, 4, 5 years, and she can legit go, man. And I'm glad to see them two get back and get an opportunity to shine on the big stage, because we all know that Johnny was never going to get a shot on them on Raw or SmackDown if Vince was still running things. So, yeah, that's my vote. Johnny Wrestling.
All right, hot one.
Oh, I go back and forth with this one, man, on which one I like the most, right? And for me, I think I'm gonna dig a little deeper into why I like it.
I get a little nervous when you say dig deeper, dude, just so you know.
I know. I'm sorry for this one, you guys, because I know this is gonna be a super, super hot take and it's not gonna be well liked. But I like the after effects of what it caused. And this pick is going to be Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman. I'm sorry. I'm going to go Braun Strowman. I'm not a Braun Strowman fan. I don't really care for his work. I really don't care for trains now, thanks to him.
But you hated control your narrative more. So
I hated control your narrative more. So fuck him. Braun Strowman is my favorite return so far. Dude, I legitimately, when they came to Dallas, I almost paid the $100 and something just to cuss out Austin Aries, and they can't do shit. I would have got into his face and fucking went in on that vegan. I love vegans, by the way. Just because I'm from Texas doesn't mean that I instantly hate all vegans. That's not true. My best friend's vegan, but
he just hates Eagles fans.
That's right. No, that is for sure. Fucking hate the Philly fans. But anyway, when he gets down to
you're gonna hate him a lot more in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, talk to me on Monday morning, Bubba.
Oh, I will.
That Dallas dream, that Dallas Cowboys dream you're riding, that's just about to be over, son. They're about to start playing some real teams.
It looks who are the Eagles played? Jack and shit. Anyway, that's the same jobbers that the Bears have been losing to, so I'm good on that too.
Christ.
Going on from CYN to CYA at all times. My next big time rumor that I really want to see back. And I know everybody's going to be like, oh, you've got to want to see Chelsea Green, right? Because she's on your list.
We saw plenty of her at the GCW show, didn't we, Joanne?
Exactly,
I didn't see nothing. I'm a married man. I didn't see a damn thing.
Shit.
Gabby, is your wife in the room with you, or is she close by?
She's downstairs,
I think, and I was talking to somebody. I don't know who. It was the dude.
I'm pretty sure I sent our chat that picture, but that's okay.
I was talking to Ty. I don't have that picture in my phone. I did not see it.
Poor Ty. He missed it. He missed it.
He did miss because he was talking to something or he was looking somewhere. It was like, Ty, look, oh, she missed it.
Yeah. And then you guys sent it in the group chat, and I was just like, man, I gotta delete that. You're gonna go through my phone.
Do the Lord's work some days. But yeah, man, I wouldn't go Chelsea Green because, like I said, we've seen a lot of her recently. But if she does come, no pun intended, giggity, there we go.
That's
I'm really interested to hear. Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. Bring me Zack Ryder, man. I miss Zack Ryder. Never got his due. Maybe Triple H will give the man something. I want Ryder.
But you wouldn't get Ryder. You would get like the Cody treatment. He's
no way. He'll let him come back.
Fuck off. He's coming back as Cardona if he comes.
I'm with Joey K on that. I would say if he comes back, it has to be as Cardona.
I want Matt Ryder so bad, but I'll take Cardona.
Wait, who's Matt Ryder? Is he Zack Ryder's brother?
Zack Ryder, excuse me. I'll take Zack Ryder so bad.
His little
it's
brother.
His little brother. He's the hairdresser. He's the one that does his hair.
It's the Long Island blowout, people. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, you know it.
That was uncalled for and terrible. Fucking Texans, man.
Oh, what can I say? Joey K, have you given your thoughts yet? Give your thoughts, man. Give your thoughts while you're drinking on that high C.
He's too busy drinking and eating.
Yeah, all right. Fucking.
What are you eating, by the way?
Mac and cheese, baby.
Yeah.
Right out of the fucking pot.
Dude, I grew up in the hood. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Tell me you just got done macaroni cheese sounds without telling me you just got done making macaroni and cheese sounds.
You're eating macaroni and cheese out of the pan and drinking Kool-Aid. You don't have to tell us you're from the hood. We know that.
Yeah, it's for real. All right, so obviously I'm not going with fucking Dexter Lumis. That guy's a fucking turd. Like a fucking human turd.
There's just no love for Dexter.
No.
That's just my life.
I hate to say it. So far, though, even though nothing has happened, the Bray Wyatt return, just from the fucking build-up alone, we talked about it last week. I mean, they did something super cool, creative, fun, different than what we're used to. You know, we're not getting Bray is coming for fucking 18 fucking years.
That's longer than 5 more seconds.
And then he gets shipped off to NXT.
Exactly. You know, so that's a positive, and I think with Triple H in charge, Bray's going to have free reign to do what Bray wants to do. and you're gonna get some really good shit out of it.
Rumors are Bray Wyatt confirmed to the SmackDown brand.
Yes, that is. Yeah.
Which
I think
awesome.
is kind of crazy that Fox is kind of controlling, who goes where in that sense. Like, Fox was like, yeah, we want Bray on SmackDown, and that's why he's
They're
there.
the biggest money, man.
But
happy.
It's awesome because that's been the fucking top show though for WWE for a while. So it makes sense. But yeah, Fox pulling some strings of getting a say of who they want. But rumor wise, I actually really like the rumor of WWE pursuing Matt Taven to come and bring his brand and his personal scent along.
I hear Taven's doing the WWE contract potentially to get away from DDJ so he would no longer have to do indies and deal with marks like Dennis who are trying to literally gargle him while he's signing autographs.
Just cupping those balls.
That's tough, brother. I mean, it's true, but they shouldn't say that to your face. That's terrible.
But we're real friends. I'll say it to his face and behind his back.
Right. Matt Taven said that he's going to the WWE so he could charge Dennis $100 to get that close next time.
Hey-o. See you at Fan Access, buddy.
This could be a new T-shirt buy too, man. They got that.
DDJ's turning around looking for his toys and shit on the wall.
You can say your favorite phrase. You can say your. We can say.
Action figure? Here it comes.
We can say our favorite. We can say our favorite phrase, bro. Do you have that in 2X?
It's 3X. Thank you very much.
No, I mean I'm in a 2. Well, you'll be in a 2X by then, bro. After
I
this,
hope so.
By the time he gets a shirt, you'll be in a 2X, brother.
Fuck yeah, you will.
Because he ain't getting one right away.
It's gonna be all purple. It's gonna be in a real nice purple shirt, man. I feel it.
Yeah. Well, I think the whole rumor was Taven, Bennett, and Maria.
Yeah. Everybody who's basically, spoiler alert, everybody who's basically done with Impact Wrestling now, which is, throw Vincent in there.
Yeah, I was going to say the rumor was he and Dutch, who were part of the Righteous, who we're all big fans of, were backstage at Raw this week.
Yeah.
That wasn't really Vincent. That was just a stagehand with dreads. It's very easy to tell them. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes.
Okay, so how fucking cool would it be to see Vincent paired with Bray Wyatt?
I would. Sense. It makes a lot of sense, but then I would be like, who did it better? Because I really like Vincent as the cult leader.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but the difference is though.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got.
I was gonna say the dark horse rumor in the Bray or Bo Dallas, like he's another name that's out there that may be coming back.
I believe.
I wouldn't mind seeing him getting a chance under working with his brother and being a part of something like that. But I mean, I feel like WWE is kind of going faction crazy right now, dude. I mean, they got so many factions right now.
Yeah,
they are, and it's great.
But all good factions, factions,
good factions. Yes.
And real quick, just what I was going to say. I like the idea of Vincent with Bray because think about the Wyatt family before. Nobody fucking spoke.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have to.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of Bray Wyatt, bro. I mean,
which is true because you have one big, very large mouthpiece.
Yeah.
And just some other dominant looking figures with him. But having somebody like Vincent, though, that's a guy who can carry on his own and a very similar style of Bray. It would make sense. I think it makes sense.
I love it. I love all of this, but talking about Bo Dallas, he's already won in life because he, of course, he gets to live every fucking day. So
he'll screw that up, bro. He'll screw that up.
Oh, I don't know what it is with them damn Rotunda boys. They must be fucking like horses because Bray and JoJo, Bo and Liv, they must be half freaking.
What the funny thing is, Liv actually looks almost identical to Bo Dallas's first wife.
No, he's
very similar looks wise. Yeah, she was his first wife was a female bodybuilder. She was a professional female
Oh,
body.
wow.
Yeah.
No shit.
Very
Telling
fit,
you.
very muscular, but yeah, she looked a lot like Liv. A lot like
Damn
he
dude's
definitely has a
packing
type.
$5
He
footlong.
definitely has a type, brother. He's got a type for sure.
Dude, Captain Mike's boys just out there slinging dick and handing out bubble gum, man. They don't give a fuck.
And they're all out of bubble gum.
Damn.
You know what? Let me do a WWE rapid fire here, just because, for shits and giggles. We've kind of hit on the returns. We've kind of hit on a little bit of everything. And I want to know you guys' honest hit here. So rapid fire, real quick. Who takes this belt off of Roman now? We've got Bray Wyatt in the mix. We've got Cody possibly coming back. Who gets at least one of these belts off of Roman?
Nobody that deserves it.
Oh,
I'm just saying, man. Here's my thing with Roman. We all kind of ragged on him for so long.
this is true.
He had the look. He was the pushed. He was kind of like Rock in the sense of like they shoved him down our throats and we hated him for it. He flipped it, turned heel like we were begging for him to do, and that man has been on a run that has not been seen in a long time. In my honest opinion, you ride this out until they start getting sick of it. That guy he's not even working full time. Every time he shows up, it's an event. Jimmy and Jay are doing their thing. They got Solo. They even got Sami Zayn's goofy ass like popping.
Do you realize how over Sami is right now?
And don't get me wrong, Sami Zayn is a talented worker. No disrespect to him at all.
The honorary use.
Who doesn't belong in this picture, and yet still they are popping for his goofy mullet, looking like that guy from what's the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Yukon Cornelius. Weird. Dude, I mean, there's just nothing about him that fits into that.
Sami Zayn looks like the guy that I saw go while driving to Culver's to get one of those Curter burgers that just dropped today. He looks like the guy that was standing on the corner asking for money.
Right. I mean, if Brock doesn't take it off of him, if Brock can't take it off of him, which he hasn't,
he's not going to.
Who's left? Maybe Bray Wyatt. If we can get some kind of
I'm going to
mess in Roman's head, kind of that kind of angle, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly, that guy, the run he is on, if he loses a belt, it's gonna be one of them dumbass run in, or somebody, Sammy turns on him and holds his foot, and they count 3, and then he takes off running, and I mean that's the only way. Nobody's beating him.
I've got 2 names that I think the crowd would buy, like beating Roman. And one of them you just got done talking about. I think I could honestly see Sammy, if Sammy somehow were to win, let's just say the WWE Championship, because I think if anything, that would be the title that Roman would drop because he's had such a long reign with the Universal title. I could see Sammy beating him and the crowd would go apeshit crazy. I could also see Cody Rhodes winning the Rumble and then maybe, going on to it as well. Those are the 2 guys right now that I could think of that I would think that the crowd would totally be into being the guy that is throwing Roman. So it'd either be Cody or Sami Zayn.
Premieres.
As it stands today, there's nobody. There is none. I mean, he's over 2 years of building the biggest monster heel in professional wrestling
in years.
And yeah, I mean, you're not going to get a run like this again out of anybody, and they're going to have to ride it till the wheels come off.
Yeah,
I agree. There's nobody built up. That's the biggest problem. There's nobody built up. Do you have names that can? You have a Bray Wyatt. You have a Brock Lesnar. You even have, on another level, Cody Rhodes. because they could really build a story there. But that's the thing. Nobody is built up enough to even come close to say, oh, you're going to end the 760 whatever day reign of Roman Reigns.
771.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you need somebody built up so big. And then you have a bigger problem. Because if you saw Raw on Monday, you got a guy like Bobby Lashley. Could they build Bobby Lashley for it? Yes. But what did they do? They squashed him with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
So
which is what they always do with Brock. Yeah.
So there's another big, strong baby face that doesn't have enough push behind them to get it done. There's nobody out there that's going to beat Roman, and I'd be amazed if we're not even talking to this is Mania next year at best. At best, Mania next year.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I push you to Exhibit A.
You're going with Logan Paul, aren't you?
Fuck that. I would, if Logan Paul beats fucking Roman Reigns for the title,
quit this show.
I will rage quit life. Okay? I'm done with the trial subscription. I'm out of here. No.
So wait, all this time it's just been a trial subscription?
That's right. I keep using different passwords,
keep
baby.
Up for that 7 free 7 days.
You keep signing up with a different email and a different credit card.
Got 35 emails.
How many identities?
Mom, what's your middle name? I gotta change my email.
Basically. But no, gentlemen. Exhibit A. During the promotions for Black Adam, a reporter asked The Rock, do you no longer still have that itch to wrestle? And The Rock said, yeah, I do sometimes. But for me to do it, I'd have to really love the story. I'd have to really love the moment. I'm only going to do it for big moments, big stories, things that make sense. And there's a guy there now that makes a lot of sense. And he goes, maybe one day. And the lady's like, well, what about Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? And he's like, I'm not going to say yes to that. But it has to be the right story. It has to be the right time. Everything has to fall in place. And I'd consider making a comeback for another match. So, who can beat Roman Reigns? The Rock. The true tribal chief takes his place. Is it a quick championship run? Yes. But you get it off of Roman so he doesn't look weak. The Rock could transition to somebody else who cashes in on him. But it doesn't take Roman getting the loss.
So you're saying basically conceivably by the end of WrestleMania 39 that Austin Theory could be the WWE champion? Or
motherfucker.
Because he's got the Money in the Bank briefcase.
I turn you to the facts of history, gentlemen. Any big cash-in has either been by the opportunistic heel with the case or some underdog who has gotten the shit whooped out of him who happens to be Money in the Bank winner. Austin Theory is currently 13-0 in his last 13 matches as Mr. Money in the Bank.
You mean 0-13?
That's what I mean. 0-13. And he's fitting that perennial underdog role. Somebody who, on any given night, can cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase and live his boyhood dream. I won't like it, but there is a chance.
So I have like 5 problems with that. One, you just said boyhood dream.
Just
in
5
connection with Austin Theory. That we can't do that. HBK's a Texas boy, and you know better. 2,
how's that mac and cheese, Joey K?
Delicious.
2, I have a hard time seeing anybody with the strap put on them when they lost to Pat McAfee. You're telling me the guy who lost to Pat McAfee at the last WrestleMania has got an opportunity to win the title at this WrestleMania? Again, hands down, the most dominant champion we have had since, God, I can't believe I'm saying this, Cena. And before that, Hogan.
Cena lost the belt on a cash-in inside of the Elimination Chamber, yes?
Right. That was after his initial, dominant.
After the match. Talking about he was beat to shit.
I think he's only, if I'm not mistaken, he may be the only one that's lost the title on multiple cash-ins, because don't forget he also lost the title to RVD when RVD cashed in at One Night Stand.
I hear one bright spot here, which is that would give a bit of a claim to Pat McAfee to the WWE Championship. So I really don't see anything wrong with that.
I love Pat McAfee, dude. I'm not dogging Pat McAfee. He should have beat that dude. I'm not a Theory fan. Anytime they say this guy's the future,
nobody is.
That's a problem for me, because you
last one that was Drew McIntyre.
Right, and he ended up going to Impact and then NXT and then worked his way back. And the only time he's had a belt was when there was no fans in the crowd.
He's not wrong.
Not wrong.
You can't really count that title reign, man, when it's COVID. It was in the middle of COVID. There were no fans. We have no idea what Drew McIntyre will be as a champion because there was nobody to play to.
Sean's on a hot streak. I like it. He just brought up Impact. I know he's an Impact guy. Hit us with your Impact topic this week, man.
Dude, I just feel like nobody's giving it any credit. I mean, these guys have been doing solid pay-per-views going on the better part of 2 years now. We was there in Chicago when Blanchard was big, and before she messed her career up. We went to that pay-per-view and the ladder match that they had and the shows that they put on.
Dude, the crowd was going crazy.
It was insane.
At the top of the ladder, only to have Ace Austin knock her off with that club, and the place went shit.
And when you look at the card, I mean, did anybody watch it besides me? Am I the only one who watched? Did you watch it? You watched it, Joe? I read
results, but I didn't watch it live.
You look at the names that were on that card and the matches that were had, and I'm skipping the gauntlet just because they brought, Bully Ray and blah, 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 whatever. Anytime they bring back a guy who's already in the Hall of Fame and hasn't actively wrestled consistently in a long period of time and give him a shot like that, I hope one of two things are happening. He's putting somebody over and he's not there to take a strap off somebody who's earned it. I love what he did in NWA. He put Mansoor over in that bunkhouse brawl. And I think that's great because if anybody needs a shot at being on a national roster, it's Mance Warner. He's the best promo in the business. I don't care what anybody says. He is the best promo in the business. Great worker. He can work any style.
He can cut a cameo pretty damn well.
And he can go.
Unlike Christian.
I'd like to see him end up in Impact or even AEW. I kind of feel like he's going to get lost in the wash in AEW. I'd love to see him in Impact because I just like what Impact's doing. And then you take guys like Josh Alexander.
Yes.
That guy could walk into he could walk into Stanford. He could walk into Jacksonville. They should give one of these guys. That guy can go. I mean, he can legit go. Eddie Edwards is another one that has been slowly working his ass off over and over and over again. I will put that women's division against either AEW's locker room or WWE's. Now, I'm not counting because Charlotte's gone, Sasha's gone, and all that.
Even with them being there, the knockout division is still better. We've actually been very complimentary of their women's division.
We've said this multiple times that I don't even care if Charlotte and Sasha are there.
Yep.
Impact's women's division is hands down the best women's division in pro wrestling.
I mean, there was 2 women's matches on that card. You had Jordan Grace, and I know everybody's got their whatever. You don't have to like her personally. I know she says weird shit. I get that. But if you look at that girl, where she started and where she has, come to in her career, and then the physical transformation that she's went from this powerlifting kind of chubby little dude. Now she's ripped to shreds, and the match that she had with Slamovich, dude, it was a solid match. I mean, she has been working, both those girls killing it. And then you had Mickie James in a career match with Maya Yim. You can't go wrong there. The Motor City Machine Guns was on that card and wrestled in a tag match. Josh Alexander, Eddie Edwards. I mean,
let's not forget about the Virtuosa, man.
Deonna Purrazzo.
Deonna Purrazzo. Her and Chelsea Green, VXT going against Death Dolls.
And well, I mean, and you got Jessica Havoc and Kaya Valkyrie. I don't know if she'll get a chance to go back to WWE. I don't know if she falls into what they consider, what their ideal is, but they're all four of those girls. They work everywhere else, man, and they can go. I don't understand why Impact is not getting more credit than they are consistently from the first match to the last. AEW has, we saw a great card at All Out, but there's matches in there that weren't.
Dude, the crowd was zapped after the Acclaimed.
Exactly. And then last weekend,
we were gassed.
Yeah. And then even Extreme Rules. That Liv Tyler Ronda Rousey match. That's kind of like, I don't understand why, number one, some of these people aren't being brought up and working AEW or moved on to WWE. They definitely deserve to be in a bigger spotlight. But the fact that Impact is doing consistent work and the shows and the storytelling that they're doing too, man. Even their storylines, they're not crazy. They're not stupid. Nobody's sneaking into somebody's house and choking them out and pushing their wife into cake and not saying a damn thing. And you know what I mean?
Man, this extra Loomis hate is too much.
I'm just saying, like, I like what I really, really love what Impact's doing more so than either other company right now. And I love AEW. I love W. I'm going to keep watching them. I'm a fan. I'm optimistic about where it's going and where the writing's going and stuff. But if they really want to improve what's going on in their TV, they need to follow that blueprint that Impact has been doing. They are steadily growing a fan base and building a product that at some point they're going to be in the mix, that top three.
The two cardinal sins of Impact Wrestling. Number one, they let Hulk Hogan, Bischoff, and Dixie Carter almost destroy the brand. And a lot of people haven't forgiven them for that.
Yeah.
They need to. It's a different show now. Go get
they've completely recovered from that era. I agree with you there.
Number two, they need to get off of Access. They need a more localized, popular TV channel. Somebody who, is willing to get behind them and push it, because if they get more eyes, Impact is going to shine.
Yeah, I agree. And Scott D'Amore, dude. Scott D'Amore is basically running that company right now. Tommy Dreamer, I think, is the booker and one of the writers. There's definitely talent there. Obviously. But it's so under the radar that nobody, you got your AEW marks, you got your WWE marks, and they're not going to venture out into other stuff. But for all of us that actually love pro wrestling and will watch whatever, whenever, that is a product that is worth watching.
I've said it millions of times. I'm a pro wrestling fan, not just a certain show. I love pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So when Mania was in Dallas and they started having all these different shows come out here, and they're like, oh, we're having GCW, we're having BLP, we're having Effie, we're having the Multiverse of Madness, which was Impact show with New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
The sad thing is, a lot of fans.
I thought that was the new Doctor Strange movie.
Well, it was whatever it was, dude. The Matches of Madness or whatever the shit. The Multiverse one that
I know. I was just making a smart ass
you
comment.
bastard. Anyways, the show that Impact did with New Japan, the sad thing was there was a lot of fans thinking that Impact was an indie brand along key of GCW, BLP that were here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, these guys are like a legit fucking company. That's why these guys are killing it. They opened that show here in Dallas with the fucking Ultimate X.
Yeah.
Like, dude, give Impact some love. Watch Impact.
Yeah, for real. And the X Division, dude, has been transcendent from the very beginning. And that's why I feel like NXT and Triple H kind of knows that. That's why you had guys like Johnny Wrestling and Adam Cole and what's his name with the beard and the bald head. I'm going blank.
Tomato Cheddar.
Ciampa. Like these guys, these smaller guys, these diminutive guys who can go. getting an opportunity there. So I'm kind of hoping we see that more on the Raw and SmackDown level. But yeah, that was my thing, man. It's just the impact and what they're doing.
The impact of impact. I love it.
Yeah, for real.
Joey K, I know your Phillies lost a heartbreaker today. Did you get to watch any of AEW?
No, I did not.
Fantastic. We're gonna breeze through Dynamite tonight. Joey K.
But it's the playoffs, man. It's the playoffs. I can't.
I know.
Don't worry, dude. It'll be over soon. You'll be back to watching Dynamite by next Wednesday, brother.
Wow.
Woo. Bang,
Hey,
bang.
no, and just for the record, I'm pulling for the Phillies because Schwarber's on that team.
Hell
So,
yeah.
yeah, I love Kyle, and I hope, I ex-Cubby, I love Kyle, and I hope that he gets a chance to win another ring. So I'm with you. I'm not a Brave. I'd rather see the Braves get their asses kicked. So that was just, it was a cheap
good
shot,
part
but
is-
it was a good one.
The good part is they split the series in Atlanta, coming back to Philly for 2 games. On Friday night. So they can definitely take 2 at home against Atlanta and end this thing. Then we got the buzzsaw of possibly the Dodgers, because I don't think the Padres are getting past the Dodgers. So
what's that
we'll
game
see.
at right now? Hold on.
I don't even know.
I'm pulling it up.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Dennis, while we're doing this, man, get us on AEW. Any hot topics you want to hit on tonight? I mean, you're wearing that shirt. Ooh, 5-3 San Diego right now.
Stop.
Bottom of the 8.
Yep.
So,
right.
So with AEW, we got a new All Atlantic champion, and was a really good match with and stuff. But yeah, shout out to Orange Cassidy for dethroning Pac and winning the All Atlantic Championship.
Hated it. Absolutely hated it. Absolutely hate it.
I like
for
it.
multiple reasons. They're in Canada right now. You have a guy who is already.
What do you got against Canada?
I'm not nothing. I'm getting there. Let me finish. Let me finish. There's a guy that is Canadian born who had already staked his claim that he wanted to be All Atlantic champion. And if you were going to take this title off of Pac, that's the guy. Not the dude who puts his hands in his pockets. Not the gimmick match. No. You take that title and give it to All Ego Ethan Page in Canada while you're touring Canada. You dumb fucks.
Dude, I wouldn't let All Ego hold my fucking drink, let alone a belt. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude,
that guy hasn't won a match and he's like over. If he was a hitter, he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a fucking boat. That guy, wow, yeah, no way, dude.
Since aligning himself with Stokely.
Cassidy had some great matches. I mean, dude, he's earned that shot at carrying a strap. All Ego Ethan Page, all he's done is walked around by Scorpio Sky and maybe stared at Paige Van Zant's ass too many times. That guy he's not done anything.
Well, can you blame him there?
Well, yeah, I'm a married man, dude, and my wife's gonna watch this. Why are you always trying to get me in trouble?
DDJ. What the fuck, man? Why are you doing
You gotta
that?
be a good friend in this. Come on.
Dude, you're not helping me right now.
Yeah, be a fucking buddy here, man.
I'm gonna blame it on you, too. I'm gonna blame it on you.
I can't win.
No, dude, yeah, no, I get what you're saying, dude. But I mean, I like the fact that Orange Cassidy's getting a chance to carry a strap. I know a lot of people call it gimmick and all that stuff, man. But I mean, the guy can go. You can't take that from him. He can. Yeah, the hands in the pocket thing. It's a little goofy or whatever. But can he work? Is he a worker? Yes,
he could work. I just think that they missed an opportunity there with All Ego Ethan Page, who has been floundering since getting to AEW. They put the whole deck. He's right there with Stokely Hathaway in his group. So, you kind of feel like maybe he can steal a win because after that promo, they came out and he's like, I want to go for the All Atlantic. Mm-hmm. You're building it up. He's going to be in Canada. He freaking lives there. He was, he's from there. Why not give the man his roses in Canada? Let him drop it to somebody. But Orange Cassidy, dude, really? Also, it feels a little too early to have the All Atlantic title off of somebody that's not represented by a state that's not the U.S. And then they did the whole big fucking deal about it's the greatest country in the world, the United States, on the show, and I was like, oh, fuck me, man.
Yeah, but yeah,
that's why people hate us.
Well, it's one of the reasons why they hate us.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not the only reason.
Yeah, there's
just
we
one.
can't get into. There's not many others that we can get on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of
Anyways,
time tonight, man, to go into
no, we
that
don't.
list.
We don't.
Jesus.
We're not touching Jericho's wife again. Anyway, Dennis,
Yes.
how did you feel about that matchup? I know you loved it. Now, take us into something else on the show. Joey K, you could throw an opinion in there if there's anything that moves you, but
Yeah,
I know you didn't watch.
I'll make something up. It's fine.
He's good at doing that. Then we had Jericho retain over Danielson with the big swerve that Daniel Garcia is a sports entertainer.
Bastard.
And stuff. So that caught a lot of people off guard. He definitely got some heat for that. But one thing that we really got to talk about, when it comes to AEW is that they have someone that was just announced as being all elite right before the show went live.
Did that move the needle for you? Anyway, go ahead. Who is it?
Talk
Who's
about
all
Renee?
elite?
Talk about Renee.
This is John Moxley.
Big fucking surprise.
Another
Yeah,
backstage interviewer who now is happy to leave her child at home.
Wow.
Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. They'll be fine. They're in Cincinnati, whatever.
It only took her a few
I'm pretty
months
sure
to be
they're
like,
on. I'm pretty sure they're on the $3 million bus with the nanny. They're good, brother. Trust me. They're okay.
They're set.
I think they're all right. They're all right.
It's John Moxley's kid. That kid's breaking beer bottles and fucking.
He just signed a 5-year contract. I think they're doing okay. They'll be all right.
And you know
Kids
what,
trying to
too?
fight Nick Cage.
And then whatchamacallit, the promo. I thought Hangman Page's promo was really good to set up the match against Mox on next week's Dynamite, which is actually going to be on Tuesday instead of Wednesday.
Thanks to those playoffs we were talking about.
Yeah.
Hangman Adam Page. He was the golden boy that we needed, man. Like, to put it in Game of Thrones terms, if you guys are Game of Thrones / fucking whatever the new one's called, something the dragons. House of Dragons.
Yeah.
Fucking Hangman Adam Page was the prince that was promised, man. That's the guy that we all thought was gonna be the man going into All Out, the first All Out, to beat Jericho for that title. Didn't happen. And when he finally got the title,
which was the right move at the time.
It was the right move at the time. But when he finally got the title, it kind of felt like womp womp. His build was fantastic. His feud with Kenny, amazing. His title run, ass.
Yeah, it fell flat.
I'm feeling like I need to call him Hangman Tommy Dreamer now. I don't want to see him with the belt.
No.
I want to see him chasing. So
No.
promo proved it to me. He's not a champion guy. He's a perennial contender.
And once again,
I actually
thank me.
Thank
Because
you.
I said that. I said that he's the guy who always needs to chase. He does not work as a fucking champ. He's the underdog. He needs the chase. He needs that. I said that months ago, and you guys are like, fucking Hangman, like all that bullshit. And now,
no.
Here we are.
I've
here
never
we fucking are
Hangman
tonight.
Page.
Here we are fucking tonight. And there you go. Well, he just doesn't work as a champ. Yeah. To quote Cornette, he was flatter than a fucking plate of piss at 4:00. Okay. Like he was. That championship run was the fucking shits.
If we don't get one cult of Cornette out of you an episode, are we even doing our job? You
God
double
damn it.
cheeseburger eating motherfucker.
Double cheeseburger.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong, dude. I mean, the guy definitely like on the stick. He's just,
Yeah.
It's
sad.
It's almost, and that's kind of like the tough thing about AEW and all that talent. There might be 4 or 5 managers that work as managers, but there isn't one of them in there that can help build a star. There's no Heyman. There's no Bobby Heenan. There's nobody like that can step in and go, all right, bro, I'm going to help you. I'm going to mold you. I'm going to work with you. And we're going to get you to the point where at some point, you can grab the stick and just go. There's nobody there for that, and that's the one thing that they lack. Well, not the only thing, but like just
It's
on these
one
guys,
of the
like,
major glaring
yeah,
issues.
yeah, man. I mean, I mean, with all the talent and all the people backstage, Mark Henry and Show and all those guys that have all this history in the business, but there's no Paul Heyman. There's nobody there.
They also severely lack an HR department.
Well, exactly. Well, that, and I mean, they had Jake. I mean, I think given the opportunity, Jake could have done something with some of these guys.
You think someone's gonna listen to me because I sound like I smoke 15 packs a fucking day? What am I gonna do? Find Damien to bite somebody?
That's actually a pretty good.
What are you talking about? Earthquake killed Damien like 30 years ago.
If you were smoking crack, and ignoring your kids, I would think you were Jake right now. That sounds pretty cool. But I mean, like, Jake was the one guy that he helped Lance Archer. I mean, that's always been Archer's thing. Is like, is he a big tough guy? Is he talented? Yeah, he's all that, but he can't cut a promo, man. I mean, he's not a stick guy, and Jake could, and that was the difference.
No. Poor Archer, man. He had the look. He just and the big thing is, can we shout out Lance Archer real quick? Because he had that horrible fucking stingray tattoo going down the crack of his ass, and he turned it into like the Jesus scene of Calvary, the three crosses and shit. Yeah. So now you can't tell that it was an ugly fucking stingray that went down to the crack of his ass.
Well, I mean, dude, he's got a tramp stamp and he's got red crocheted hair. I mean,
and he's from Texas.
Well, also one thing too with Archer,
how you Texas boys are.
With one other thing with Archer as well too, and Sean can attest to this because he was there when this happened. Make sure if you're ever in an area where he's there, make sure you don't say who is that guy and don't ask who he is within earshot.
That did happen. That legit happened.
Yes.
He came into our not last year, not this last one, but the year before, and he walked in.
When we were in the suite. He came in the suite, and my cousin Sean's buddy Jerry daughter Katie, who I love to death, it's the sweetest girl ever, was she's just getting back into wrestling. And when Lance Archer came into our suite, she's like, who's that? And Lance heard. But like I said, in her defense, she's just getting back into wrestling. So
yeah, we're all over there barking out, getting our pictures taken with him and shit. And she's like, who's that? And he heard her. That was funny. He was like, she just said, who's that? Is that what you said? Yeah, but
yeah, I was like, who's that? Or something like that. And Lance heard her, and I'm just like, oh man, no.
See, that's a good story though.
Yeah.
At least he wasn't an asshole about it and was like picking her up and fucking her throwing off of his shoulders.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
I'll show you who I am. Who I am.
Everybody
dies. Oh, fuck. Gentlemen, we're already at the hour mark. I think we've had a good amount of shit tonight. Let's give final thoughts and thank yous to Sean for being here with us.
Yes.
Sean, final thoughts. Something that we made up last week. Give us your last little shoot.
Well, man, I guess I'm going to say I've been a wrestling fan since 1977. I'm showing my age, so I'll be 52 at the end of this month. And there's been 2 times in my life that I've really, really, really enjoyed what I was watching. And that was obviously the Attitude Era with Brock and Stone Cold and DX and the NWO and all the stuff that was going on. And now. Like, as a 51-year-old man, it's still like, I'm not ashamed that I'm a pro wrestling fan. I never will be. I love this more than anything. And just the fact that we are finally back to a time where every night or any time during the day, if I want to pull some wrestling on and turn it on, I have so many options to choose from. So, I mean, I'm just, I guess I'm just thankful for that. I mean, Impact, WWE, AEW, MLW, AAW, indie shows that we go to. I don't care if it's in the Shabantz Civic Center, which is a real thing and holds about 50 people that I go to shows to once a month or whatever, to nationally, like being able to hang with you guys.
That had no fucking AC.
Right. No AC, But being able to hang with guys and go to shows and just, to me, at this age to be able to talk and have fun and still be a part of this is just, it's pretty cool. So thank you guys so much for having me. I really enjoyed it. And it's great getting to know everybody again. And Giovanni, obviously we hung out at All Out, so I was really glad to be able to be here with you, man. And of course, Dennis is like my brother, and we do this daily. Like I'll get it. He'll randomly just text me and be like, "Did you see the show?" So I mean, and that happens like during, like, bro, I'm working. What are you doing? But yeah, I mean, I have 3 friends in life, and they're all because of wrestling. I met my wife because of pro wrestling. So everything I have and everything I am.
Oh yeah.
So everything I have and everything I am and everything that I got is because of this. So thank you guys so much for having me. I really enjoyed being here. It's been a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, man. Anytime you're welcome,
man.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be the last time you're on with us, so I can definitely
hell no.
that.
Let's wait till after the playoffs then.
Oh yeah.
Final thoughts of the DJ.
Man, I just want to give a shout out to my guy John Bullard, who promotes and owns Chicagoland Championship Wrestling. He had his first show this past Sunday. It's his first show in a year and a half. In fact, the last time he had a show, that was the time you took me, Sean, right after about 2 weeks after I had my knee surgery and stuff. And, he ran his first show this past Sunday. It was a banger. The main event of which this show is sponsored was featured New Japan star Yuya Uemura going up against Paragon, and man, that was a banger. The whole show, just from beginning to end, was so good. So I just definitely want to give a shout out to John for a show well done. Like I said, we sponsored the main event, and it probably won't be the last time we sponsor a match for the promotion, because John's a good dude. The talent he brought in was top notch. I got to see a lot of friends that I hadn't seen in a year and a half, and got to meet some new friends as well too, man. So just want to give a shout out to John and the guys over at Chicagoland Championship Wrestling.
The premier thoughts.
I got nothing. Fuck all. I don't care.
God.
Fuck everybody. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Braves. Fuck that shit. That's my final thought. I'm stuck on fucking playoff baseball and Sunday night, bitch, because I'm going to be up your fucking ass like a fresh new butt plug. I'm going to be fucking digging in there, dude, when the fucking Birds stomp the absolute horse shit out of the Cowboys. That's my fucking final thought. So, hey, Jerry Jones, fuck you fucking dick. Also, thanks for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, bro. And just from a production standpoint, you should have just got up and walked off camera right there.
He's done it before. Yeah.
Walked off, man.
That's lost its steam already.
I believed you. I believed you right up to the point where you were still fucking sitting there.
Oh no, he needs to stay there so he can hear this. I understand that the Eagles fans out there, and this is my final thought, and I might make it all non-wrestling also, because let me look here. Eagles schedule. Yeah, real time, bitches. How you like that? The Eagles have played. Who have y'all beaten, man? What scrubs have y'all beaten? Y'all have beaten Detroit, Minnesota, Washington. Okay, Jacksonville. Arizona, but that's coming off of fucking Call of Duty double XP weekend when we all know fucking dumbasses over there playing Call of Duty all weekend. So yeah, you guys are gonna win that one. So far I'm seeing scrub, extra scrub, and Call of Duty is the reason why you won. Now you're going against the Dallas Cowboys, who are 4-1, my friend, 4-1 with the backup quarterback. So I want your Philadelphia fandom. No.
Hey, whoa. They've had a backup quarterback for about 5 fucking years, buddy. Don't.
Yeah.
And I'm a Bears fan. I know shitty quarterbacks when I see them.
Yeah, if anybody can talk about shitty quarterbacks, it's us.
Calm down, Rex Grossman. Anyways, getting down into the nitty gritty.
Grossman dak to a Super Bowl. Can Dak say that?
Oh, he will.
Rex
When?
Grossman has
Yeah,
more
when he
playoff-
buys
hey,
the fucking
here you
ticket,
go.
Chief.
Re-
That's
hey,
about
Here
it.
you go. Here you
No,
go.
he will, man.
Rex
He'll be one of
Grossman
them
has more
when he's a
Rex
bench
Grossman-
coach. When he's a bench coach for the Cowboys because they can't
Smoking
get
Jay
work
Cutler, y'all
anywhere
still
else.
going?
Rex Grossman has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott.
Boom.
Smoking Jay, you still going?
I'm
That's
good,
okay.
man.
Hey, I'm just going to say
Fantastic.
this. I have the same amount of playoff wins as Dak Prescott myself personally, so fuck you.
Aw.
Giovanni's
here.
got the same amount of playoff wins than Dak Prescott.
You know what's funny is they got to play us on the 30th, October 30th. We play the Cowboys.
Yes, and the smoke will come to DDJ on that day. But right now, the smoke is with Joey K. Because all this bullshit of you guys blowing out people, you blow out the teams you're supposed to blow out. You haven't played shit. You have not played anybody worth a damn. Don't give me anything. There's
Dude,
no one that you've played.
Who the
Hey, Sean,
fuck?
let's get some popcorn
Hey.
and just kick back and watch.
A, we've also already played Washington as the Cowboys have. And as we destroyed Washington, the Cowboys barely got away with a win.
Did you have your starting quarterback that's killing fantasy right now when you did that? Yeah, you did? Okay, shut up.
Dude, what does it matter? You still have Zeke in the backfield. You still have everybody else. And not to mention, everybody's riding so high on Rush. Oh, look, he fits right in the system. You know what the biggest problem is fucking no nuts Mike McCarthy standing on the sidelines like this. Huh? What we're playing? Huh?
Hey, I 110%
See, I'm
agree
gonna-
with you.
I'm going to jump in.
110%
I'm going to
agree.
pile on right here, too. That's another reason why I hate Dallas. Not only do you guys you're Dallas, for fuck's sakes, you guys bring in an ex-Green Bay Packers as your head coach. Fuck Dallas.
Anyway.
Sideways with a dildo that has batteries in it. Fuck Dallas. Fuck Dallas.
Oh, so Joey's
Fuck.
favorite one? Anyway,
Oh, dude, that was personal.
Philly. Anyways, once Dallas wins, Monday morning you'll be getting a beautiful text from me to let you know that yes,
Wait,
you
you're gonna wait
did
till Monday
lose.
morning?
Oh no, it's gonna be Sunday night. I'm gonna call his bitch ass in our chat to let you know
I
that
don't know,
you got
bro.
beat by
That
a
might be the
backup
other way around.
quarterback.
You might be getting a phone call along with me. Just saying.
By a
Either way, I'm
backup
just gonna kick
quarterback.
back and watch the fun.
Dallas's defense wins the game.
Motherfucker, I'm cashing in frequent flyer miles just to fly down to fucking Texas come Monday morning and drop my nuts on your fucking forehead. Go Birds! Go Birds! That's gonna be me the whole time. You can be like, God damn it, I gotta go to work. And I'm like, yep, fuck you. I don't care. And I'll get back on a plane. I'll fly right back here to Philly.
Die Eagles die.
He'll be home in time for lunch.
Thank you to the ladies out there in accounting, to the marks out there in catering. Thank you to the Johners Podcast Network for allowing us to do this every week. Thank you to Sean for being our special guest, DDJ for doing what he always does, the premier Joey K for showing up with t-shirts on this week, and of course,
And mac and cheese in the pot.
and mac and cheese in the pot and Kool-Aid in a cup.
Hey, take it easy, man. He's from the hood.
He's from the hood. What you expect from a Philadelphia fan. I have been Giovanni Tuhati. Go Cowboys. Die Eagles die. Have a great night.
Before I play the ending video, I gotta ask, was that Kraft mac and cheese?
Hell no.
Hell
That's dollar
no,
store
bro.
mac and cheese.
That was the knockoff Velveeta shells and cheese. That was the hood rat version of fucking shells and cheese. It wasn't even name brand, baby. I don't give a fuck.
He was
All
drinking,
right, guys. Good night.
He was drinking Kool-Aid. He couldn't taste the cheese anyway.
He couldn't
Fuck
taste
no.
the cheese.
All it tastes like sugar.
That was government cheese. It barely melted.
All right, guys. Good night, everyone. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Follow the show on Twitter at SHOOTINSHT, and thanks for listening.